You think women want love? But what if I told you that's not what truly drives attraction? What if, beneath every compliment, every glance, every test, there sits an invisible code, a secret female code that determines who she respects and who she forgets? Most men spend years trying to figure women out. They buy gifts, chase validation, or try to be cested, yet they still end up ghosted, ignored, or left for another man who seems to do less. Why? Because that man isn't set playing her game. He sets mastered his own. In this video, we're going to decode how women really choose men, how attraction is not about looks or money alone, but about power, identity, and the unspoken laws of dominance. This is where boys are separated from high-value men. Quick question. Have you ever texted a girl, waited hours for her reply, and then suddenly she responds with, "Haha, sorry I was busy"? You know she wasn't busy. She was testing your energy. Welcome to the code. Once you understand this code, everything changes. You stop chasing. You stop doubting yourself. You start attracting effortlessly, not just in dating, but in business, friendships, and life. Because at its core, the female code isn't about women. It sits about power dynamics. It sets about you. Let's break it down. The first secret of the female code is emotional dominance. Women are not attracted to your words. They're attracted to how they feel around you. Your energy is either stable or reactive. And every time you react to her mood swings, her tests, or her silence, you lose a bit of power. Think about it. When a woman goes silent for hours, what happens? You start overthinking. You start scrolling through her Instagram stories, trying to decode her moves. But the high-value man, he doesn't chase chaos. He creates calm. Women test men because they want to feel safe. Not physically, but emotionally. If you crumble under pressure, her instincts tell her this man can lead. But when you remain centered when nothing shakes you, you activate something primal in her brain. Respect. Desire. Submission. That's why emotional control isn't weakness. It's power disguised as silence. Side note, if you think silence doesn't work, just try ignoring her for 24 hours. Watch how fast she becomes curious again. Scary, right? Welcome to Energy Management 101. The second pillar is mystery. Modern men overshare. They post everything, reveal every thought, and expect women to stay interested. But mystery is the oxygen of attraction. When a woman can completely figure you out, her mind becomes your playground. The high-value man is unpredictable. One day he's present and powerful. The next day he's building something silently. He never needs to explain himself. Because real power never explains, it's simply felt. You see, mystery is not about playing games. It's about preserving your value. It's about showing the world that your attention is earned, not given. Every time you overshare, you kill curiosity. Every time you try to prove your worth, you lose the very aura that makes you magnetic. And once a woman solves you completely, she moves on. Not because she sits cruel, but because human nature is wired to chase uncertainty. Want to know what creates that uncertainty? Purpose. A man obsessed with his mission becomes unpredictable, not because he sets playing games, but because he's busy building his empire. The final secret of the female code is status. But status isn't just money or followers. It's self-respect. The silent message you carry that says, "I don't need you to feel complete." A man with self-respect doesn't beg. He doesn't chase validation. He doesn't try to impress. He attracts simply because his standards filter everything else. And women feel that instantly. When your life has direction, your confidence becomes contagious. You become the gravitational center in any room. And that's when she begins to submit not to you but to your energy. But here sits the twist. Most men never realize the female code isn't just about attraction. It's about testing your potential. The more value you hold, the harder you'll be tested. So the question isn't, why does she test me? The question is, am I the kind of man who passes? Once you unlock this code, everything in your life starts to shift. You stop explaining yourself. You stop chasing. You start choosing. You move from reacting to leading. Women don't follow words. They follow direction. They follow the man who moves with purpose, who walks into a room like he belongs there, even if he's still building. That sets what the female code rewards. Power disguised as calm. Purpose masked in silence. The truth? You were never meant to chase women. You were meant to chase greatness, and let women chase you. But here's Siddiq's what most men still get wrong. They learn the code but never master themselves. The real challenge isn't he decoding her. It sets decoding you. Your emotions, your focus, your purpose. That sets the final level of attraction. Self-command. So I'll leave you with a question. Are you leading your life with purpose, or are you still seeking approval? Comment below with one area of your life where you're taking back control this year. And if you sit ready to go deeper into masculine mastery, watch the next video on every woman sits hidden weakness that makes her obsessed with you. Because once you understand her code, you'll realize the real game was you all along.